So first of all, do not try this at home at all. Yay! Yay! Hello guys, welcome back to the Southbound. Today we are back in MARLOTH, and I don't really have a specific goal for today or mission. Just having a little stroll and I'm gonna see what happens. If you are seeing this on YouTube, that means something happened. Just stopped for some water, and we've been walking for about an hour, and I'm slowly starting to formulate a plan of what we're going to actually be doing. Going to head up this steep section now, and I know of a little cliff up there that we can rappel off of. Just do something different, and we're gonna have some coffee, make some lunch, and basically see what happens. We're going to be on the lookout for bushbuck, any snakes we come across, and I'll definitely be showing that to you guys as well. This is hard work. Okay, so we've survived that climb. The legs are aching quite a bit. But I've actually been learning to speak Xhosa for quite a while now, and I just had this Xhosa speaking couple walk past me, and it was cool as we actually had a little Xhosa conversation there. Okay, so we've made that climb. The legs are quite feeling it now right now. I'm gonna find a little shady spot and have a nice strong cup. Brought some of my mother's baking as well. I've stumbled into a bunch of baboons here. A big male running there. Most people are afraid of the baboons, but I don't know if it's just these ones, but I find them to be quite intimidated by humans. Even though I'm alone, they seem to be running off. Those are some big males. You can hear them barking there in the background. They do have little ones with them, so that's frightening, but I don't believe that there would be a problem. Usually a bit of noise and some arm waving seems to scare them off. I don't think there would be a problem. They're running off. Here's a little one here. That's the male barking there. Not happy, but I'm sure they will just run off. I've just come to the little cliff spot here. Wow. It is eroded away quite a bit from last time I've been here. And all of a sudden there's water coming down it. So it's now turned into a waterfall, which is quite cool. So you can see there at the bottom, those trees were growing here only a few, I would guess, few months ago. And erosion has totally eroded them out of the cliff basically, and they've dropped down. And we have this nice waterfall running here, which is also new. Probably why the baboons are here. So this is our tree. Going to be falling off of him down there. Yeah, the baboons are getting further and further away. I believe we're going to be fine. So the baboons have not left, they're not happy. Yay! Yay! The male has come back. He doesn't seem to be happy. I'm just gonna get out of this thick brush into a bit of more open space where he doesn't feel as comfortable. But they should be starting to move off. The whole bunch of them is up in the mountains already. It's just the male who's trying to defend his dominance here. It shouldn't be a problem. There are quite a few of them, so I'm just going to get into a bit of more open section. I can see them better, and they'll feel much less comfortable, and they should be moving on in just a moment. They're just on the other side of the cliff. So the baboons are obviously trying to defend their water source here, which I understand. They seem to be heading off now. Just give it a minute or two. Harness fitted. Get this anchor secured. Firstly, get that stopper knot in. I don't even know if our rope is going to be long enough, but we'll see. I believe it might be a little short. bowline. That down. And repelling off a munter's hitch. I believe our rope is going to make it, so I'm going to start our rappel. Have I already said do not try this at home? I would like to emphasize that. I'm fully dangling. There's a waterfall. Crazy. As Munter says, it's holding up nicely. Made it to the waterfall. Insane. I'm so glad I got that on film to share with you guys. And we're going to climb back up right around there. Head back up again. This is going to be one hell of a climb to get out of here. It's much worse than last time I was here. This rock is extremely soft, it just breaks under the smallest amount of pressure. Do not try this at home. Clean up this. So the nice thing about a bowline is, even though I've just put all my body weight onto this, look how easy this knot gets undone, just like that. That's why we use bowline. just up from here. Let's coil that rope up nicely. And then how you finish it off is take any strand, go around twice, stick it through from behind. You have a nicely neat tucked away rope ready for use. So as I've been walking, I've been searching for one of these. Now it's actually a type of fungi, but we call it a smoke bomb. So I'm going to take this stick here, and I think you're going to see what I mean. That's why we call it a smoke bomb. So it's actually a type of fungi, and I've only ever seen it growing between these eucalyptus trees, bloekombome. I believe it's some sort of symbiotic relationship that is formed between this fungi and the eucalyptus tree. There's another one. And that black dust or that brown dust you see is it's spores. It's basically seeds, but seeds of a mushroom basically that it spreads, and those can grow into more of these. Smoke bomb. So I've just remembered that I did actually bring lunch. So you're on a quick lunch break. We're just on the top of that steep section we climbed earlier. And it's another important thing. When hiking, you must remember we're doing it for hours, long periods of time. So every so often when you get a chance, sit down quietly and give your body a chance to tell you what's wrong and what maybe needs attention. Take time to educate yourself on how the body works and what it needs to perform at its optimal. In the long term, it will significantly benefit your ability to walk long distances. And first aid as well, always carry a first aid kit. I have mine on me all the time. Just the basics, you don't need much. So yeah, educate yourself and be safe out there.